Hey, what's going on, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 signs that you are going through a spiritual rite of passage right now, out of the dark night of the soul and into an entirely new vibrational and life situation. Far more of a clear reflection of your truth, your power, and your potential. So often, stepping into this new state of being, this new life, it can be initially sparked with inspiration, synchronicity. Maybe you've been feeling guided to make a certain choice that you sensed was going to really improve your life, and you're getting all these signs to confirm it, and you had to let go of some stuff prior. And you finally did it. You're like, all right, I made the choice. I took the leap of faith. I trust I'm gonna be able to find a way to fly on the way down there. And you made this jump, and now you're finding yourself dumbfounded when things aren't going as you had expected. Why are you running into so many problems, complications, challenges? It's a rite of passage. It's an adjustment period as you settle in to this new situation. So this video, my friends, is for folks like you who are going through this, are actually on track for what you already intuitively expect to be an amazing upgrade, and yet find yourself wondering what the heck is going on. Number 1, you recently made a choice that felt so right, that implied some type of positive change in your life. It reminds me, many years ago, I felt an increasingly, like a breaking down of a lot of the things in my life, my career, my living situation, and overall, my family and I, we realized we don't really want to be here anymore. Living in Michigan is where we lived at the time, going through our day-to-day lives, we sensed there was something out there, different, better, more appropriate for us. And sure enough, there was. It was the city of San Diego was calling to me, literally, on license plates, in songs, in dreams. We just felt a knowing that we need to move out to San Diego. And there was a lot of things we had to do and part with in order to make that shift. And it was very scary. It felt very premature. It felt like we were kind of like being pulled there at a rate, at a speed that was super unnerving. We didn't know if it was going to work out, but we sensed it would. Anyway, eventually, after much kicking and screaming, we finally said, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to make this jump. We're going to go to San Diego. And I can't tell you how that felt inside. There was such an internal knowing of, yes, this was the right move to make. I just felt it. I was getting all these synchronicities to confirm it. I knew it. And we sold our home, and what we did, we moved into a small RV unit and headed out to San Diego in the winter. And I felt like, man, things are really going to start coming in a good way for us now, because I felt like we made this choice and good things are on the horizon. So I was surprised at all the dissonance we experienced. Sign number 2, you're experiencing dissonance in your life. And what do I mean by that? That's sort of an abstract thing, and yet a lot of sensitive folks like you can literally feel when your vibration or your energy, your presence is out of sync with where you're at in life, whether it's a location or a job or whatever. You'll experience oftentimes a dissonant energy as you head in to this new situation. Though positive, it requires a change in you. So another example is right now, I'm going through this right now in my own life, and just a couple of days ago, my family and I made the decision to move again to here, to Sedona, Arizona. It's been a decision that we've been contemplating for some time. We finally made it official recently, and we told our landlord where we were living, we're not going to renew our lease. We've made some sort of permanent changes to really solidify that this is what we are doing. And it's a very beautiful place, as you can see. It's a very exciting thing. We feel guided to do it. And yet these past couple days have been really, really unnerving, intense. Intense would be the best word, where there's just this feeling, and you might relate, of feeling like we're in a pressure cooker. Like we're just, like our vibration is not yet in harmony with our environment. And what this can do, number 3, it can create unexpected, unforeseen challenges, complications, issues, just little hiccups that stack up. And when in conjunction with this already perception of unnerving, dissonant energy, it can make you wonder, like, what the heck is going on? Was this the right choice? I'll give you an example. Yesterday morning, I woke up, I took a cold shower, I did my Wim Hof breathing as I do in the shower, and I got out and I was toweling off, feeling good, feeling like, yeah. I was kind of excited because this new chapter is opening up. And to my left, a freaking big black spider is coming down from the ceiling, almost landed on me. And that sort of like, it caused me to like go, ah, you know? It freaked me out because I just saw it and it was right there by my face. And that kind of set the tone for how the day went. My children, they were feeling it too. They were just in a very quick to temper, in an agitated kind of mood, really feeling like there was a lot of energy in a small space, and we were all kind of like bumping into one another. The kids were falling, stubborn there. My son Luke, he twisted his ankle. My younger son Sebastian had an accident at the park, and it was kind of cloudy and cold, and it was just one of those days. But it wasn't even so much the fact that any of those things happened. It was like the energetic environment associated. So anyway, it's just a feeling of like, am I really supposed to be here? Why are things going so wrong? This exact same thing happened to me when I made that choice to go to San Diego. Again, I made this big leap of faith. I was expecting a red carpet to be sprawled out and the universe saying, thank you, Victor. Your valiant efforts have been rewarded, and here is some money, here is some abundance, here is some freedom, here is some bliss. But no, it wasn't like that. 2 days after heading out to San Diego, again with this 21-foot RV trailing behind us, we found ourselves going through the snowy mountains at night. Crazy storms were blowing in, and I'll never forget how I felt. I was sleep deprived. It was like 2 a.m, and the storms were getting worse and worse and worse. And there was no RV parks that we could even stop at because they're closed in the winter. We like had to forage on. Again, I'm like sleep deprived. I'm driving at like 10, 15 miles an hour down this blizzardy, freaking snowy highway up and down the mountains. I hate driving RVs, by the way. That in itself was unnerving. I had my family, my precious, beloved family with me. There's cars swerved off everywhere you freaking look. I felt like I was driving on ice, and I kept feeling that same dissonant energy, and it was like this freak out, chaotic experience where I could not help but question, what the heck have you done? Was this the right choice? If it was, why on earth is all this happening? Number 4, if that's all not enough to have you seriously questioning your choice to go forward in this way, parallel to all of that also is like an accelerated healing process where so many of your unresolved issues and dysfunctions, which we all possess, are kicked up in your face as if you're standing behind a car that's trying to spin out and go up a hill or something. It's like, and all of it's happening at once. And this happened to us yesterday. It was a lot of the sort of the energy of chaos I was describing was a result of we are forced to look at how many issues we have within our family dynamic. Our children, all 3 of them, just so happen to be extremely strong-willed, very rebellious. They don't like being told what to do. They know themselves, and and they're constantly trying to rise up. So it's sort of difficult, at least for my wife and I, as parents, to sustain a consistent aura of leadership. They're always trying to take over. And prior to coming here and spending time in Sedona, we were living in Las Vegas, and at the time there wasn't much to do, and we were watching a lot of TV. Probably less TV than the average person, but more than we needed to. So we were accustomed to entertaining ourselves with screens quite frequently. So now we're here in Sedona, we're not watching TV, we're in this positive new vibration, and yet all of this chaos is going on. So anyway, a lot of our issues have been being thrown into our face, basically implying like, listen, this is a good choice, a good move, but you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to look at yourself time and time and time again. There are going to be some changes, internal and external, and adjustments you're going to have to make so that you can actually sort of settle into and harmonize with this energy. Number 5, in spite of all of this, which some of you may be relating to right now, there's an unshakable knowing deep within you that knows it's okay. There is, and I bet you've already sensed it, but you can choose to drop into it whenever you want. There's like a sense of calm and peace and faith within the storm. As if all this stuff is happening to an extent, seemingly on like a surface level. And there's like a deeper part of you that is just unshaken. That's kind of how it's been with me this past couple of days. Again, we made the choice to move. All hell has broken loose energetically, in little ways. And yet there's a part of me that if I allow myself, I can start questioning. I can go into the mind and start looking at everything as if I'm just looking at like the facts, the what's on paper. And then from there, I can draw all these sort of conclusions and work myself up into a frenzy, which I've done in the past a lot. But now, having gone through these rites of passage, I've learned that I can ultimately trust that inner knowing that knows everything's good. And I can choose, and you can choose if you're going through this, to dwell there. You can choose to dwell there and just be that calm within the storm and understand that all of this is not bad. All of this is, in a sense, good. It's an adjustment period. You are adjusting to a higher frequency environment, a higher frequency version of yourself. You are like entraining your being to exist at a more harmonious, energetic frequency. And all the distortions that were once sort of, in a sense, allowed to be present when you were in the other, whatever circumstance you were in prior to the change, it wasn't a high enough frequency to make it necessary to deal with all that. And now that you've taken this leap forward, it's going through an adjustment period, my friends. It's a positive thing that will result in a really, really awesome life. You will settle in. If you haven't noticed, the awakening goes like this. It goes through these cycles, these cleanses, and then settling in. And I'll never forget going back to the RV story. We made it to San Diego, albeit 3 days, it took us a few days longer, going super slow than we expected. And we had gotten there just in time to catch the sunset. We got there, we parked our RV, and things started to kind of line up for us again. And we were so excited to see the ocean, because again, we were coming from Michigan in the winter. And we felt at that time so proud of ourselves, having endured that rite of passage. And we finally made it to the beach to catch the sunset. And I will never forget how rewarding it felt to step on the sand with my little kids. And we walked up. I'm going to see if I can find a picture. It's kind of a cool picture. My wife took this photo of me and my 2 children. And I took my shoes off, I think, and we were like staring off at the water, staring off at the sunset. And we just looked up and raised our arms like this. It was this moment of triumph, this moment of you did it. The storm has come, you endured, it's blown over, and here you are, having truly made it, grounding into this amazing new life, new chapter that you earned through your leaps of faith, through your willingness to look at yourself, through enduring the rites of passage. Now you're here. And the sense of gratitude and accomplishment and joy and peace and amazingness is amplified because of that rite of passage. So is it maybe a necessary energetic thing we just go through? I don't know, but I have learned there's a tremendous amount of value. There's so much blessing within these rites of passage. They make you stronger. They make you more faithful. They make you have more confidence in yourself. They allow you to trust, truly trust your internal compass to lead you wherever you need to go in life. And if you can continue to go forward in spite of these wild rites of passage that sometimes come as you make huge upgrades, and your life is going to keep getting better and better and better and better. Before I go, my friends, I have a gift for you, something that helps me tremendously during these rocky times. It's called Kundalini Yoga Punches. I'm a Kundalini Yoga certified instructor, if you don't know that. It's a 3-minute, simple, fun, kind of wild routine that can literally like shake away all the negative energy. It can get you out of your head and into your flow. It's literally designed to get you into your flow, into your knowing, into your higher consciousness. And I find that when things are kind of going awry in my life, I have to do routines like this more often. Well, anyway, I made a free video where I literally walk you through exactly how to do it. Again, it's real simple. You pop it on, you watch it. It takes about 3 minutes. Click down below if you want to check it out. It's free. It's a gift from me to you. I hope it helps you as much as it helped me. With that said, have an amazing day, my friends. Keep on keeping on. See you next time. Much love. Peace.